Tuesday, y'all. It is Tuesday.
Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King.
Hey Nancy, thank you for tuning in. And if you tuning in, please say hello. Let me know that you're there. I want y'all to understand this movement is about us coming together, celebrating with each other, showing up for ourselves. If we can't show up right here, how are we going to show up in life? So if you there, say hello. Hey Nancy, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please and share. Share right now with some friends.
I can't pray what's left to do. Truth is on me.
It's Tuesday and it's about us coming together and just celebrating life. Hey Sapphire, thank you for tuning in. Hey Tanika, hey Boo, how you doing? Thank y'all for tuning in. We refuse to die.
One touch will change my life.
Hey,
Me to the King.
Sapphire says hi to everyone. I love that. Thank you, Sapphire, for talking to everybody in the group. It's a movement. It's about all of us. And so if you look and tune in, say hello. Say hi. Hey, Sharita, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Caroline, thank you for tuning in. And so you know this week is about showing up. Every Tuesday is a dream. Maybe you can turn that down some. And matter of fact, you can bring it up. Yeah. And so y'all know it's Tuesday. Hey Gigi, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. But I wanna before I go start out today's topic, before we go further, I just want to start by first of all celebrating everybody that tunes in and being a part of the movement of choosing yourself and loving yourself to life so that you can walk in your purpose and your gift. And I did want to stress what this platform is for, because I could always take myself and just post videos, but I come live every week, every Tuesday, because my dream and my vision is to create a movement where we together celebrate each other, honor each other, and get out of our pain and into our purpose. And so for years, a couple of years ago, I was doing it once a month, and I was renting a hall, and I was doing different things, and the whole reason for doing it was so that I can empower women and pull purpose out of them, and we sit there and celebrate each other, and we love each other to life. But it got expensive, and so now with this live and this Facebook, it allows me to be able to do this weekly and be able to just empower each other to life. And so, hey, Aunt Karen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And so, as always, I always want to start with our motto, which is I pledge to embrace who I am today, love who I was yesterday, and inspire who I will become tomorrow. And that's what the journey of I Choose Me, hashtag No More Excuses is about. It's about showing up in our life every day so that we can each bring our peace, and so that we can each get past the pain into our purpose. And so the topic for today is, are you really ready to embrace the preparation in order to live your best life? And so throughout the talking, if there's something that you want to say, if you have a comment, if you have a question, please post it. Please share with the group, and please share what things you can give to people to let us know, or you can empower other people on your journey. And so before we go further, I want to start with just the definitions. And so I'm going to do 3 definitions. I'm going to do the definition of ready, I'm going to do the definition of embrace, and I'm going to do the definition of preparation. And so ready: in a suitable state for an activity, action, or situation, fully prepared. The second definition for ready is easily available or obtained within reach. The verb is prepare someone or something for an activity or purpose. The second word is embrace. That is to accept or support a belief, theory, or change willingly and enthusiastically. That's embrace. You want to accept and support. Preparation is the action or process of making ready or being made ready for use or considerations. Synonyms is construction, composition, production, getting ready, and development. And so remember, the topic is, are you really ready to embrace the preparation in order to live your best life? Now, I don't know how many of you guys tuned in last week where it was with Perspective with the Paulins, where me and Rondell did, and we did to push past your pain into your power. And so this is a piggyback off of what happened last week. And so if you missed last week, please, you could check on the videos and catch up. But I'm gonna give you you won't miss anything by what I'm saying right now. Now, what was so prophetic and what was so powerful about what took place last week? Hey, Farrah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. What was so prophetic and powerful about last week about the pain is that Rondell gave the analogy of how when you're giving birth, right before you get your gift in life is pain. You go through the process of pain. And so I wanted to further talk about how to embrace the preparation. Embracing meaning to accept, to hold. How do you embrace what you've been through? How do you turn your pains into your promise? How do you turn your pains into your power? How do you walk into your future? What you have to do, I've been having too many conversations with people that have been coming by the house or people that I've been speaking to on the phone who are so stuck in the situations and the pain that have hurt them in such a way that it doesn't allow them to show up today. They're stuck in that pain of not being able to accept the journey. And so what I want to explain to you is that the gift is in the pain. The gift is in the journey of being able to accept that what you were put through was what you were built for. You were built to be able to sustain so that you can go through the preparation of showing up today in your story and being a blessing to somebody else. About 2 weeks ago, I did a speaking engagement and I spoke about This Time I Win. And what it was about is that in order for us to reach our supreme moment of destinies, in order for us to live in that life that we dreamed of, we have got to deal with the pains of our yesterday. We have got to look at those situations and figure out what it was supposed to be teaching us. What is it that we were supposed to be learning? What is it that we were supposed to be getting in order to be present today so that we can show up in our future? And so when I thought about the pains of me being molested back when I was younger, when I realized that I had to accept that wasn't a part of who I am, it gave me the strength to be able to stand in this space and walk in a place and acknowledge and recognize that what I go through is not who I am. What I go through is what builds who I am, is what makes me able to sit on this platform and be able to say that you have to love yourself and choose yourself with no more excuses. There are no reasons that you cannot show up. There is no reason that you cannot be present because you're stuck in your pains of yesterday. And so I want you to sit for a second. And I want you to think about some things that have got you locked up. I want you to think about some things that have got you bound. I want you to think about some situations that you are holding on to that is stopping you from reaching your supreme moment of destiny. What have you been through? What have you experienced that the world is waiting for you to show up and share with somebody else? How do you open up your life? How do you open up that period in your life and learn the lesson? How do you be able to embrace it? Does anybody have anything that they're going through? Because like I said, hey Sheena, thank you for tuning in. What I want this platform to be is a conversation. I don't want to just be talking at you, but I want to be talking to you. I want you to talk to me, and I want us to share with everybody because I know my experiences is not everybody else's, and everybody has a divine assignment on their life, and everybody is being taken through a different journey in their life that's preparing them for their life and what's for their future. And so I want this platform, I want this I Choose Me, I want this to be about us celebrating our pains in life. Not only celebrating this, but acknowledging it. It's because of those pains that we are who we are. It's because of those pains that we are built to sustain stuff. It's because of those pains that we can show up with the world on our shoulders. It's because we have gained resilience through the journey. We have learned that through the power of what we've been through the pain of the lessons in our life, that we're able to stand up and make a difference for somebody else's story. So how are you showing up in your life to make a difference in somebody else's story? How are you embracing what you've been through in order to stand up? If you're a woman out there who maybe been in an abusive relationship and you got out, there could be people who are on the page or tuning in who are right in the situation that you left. And so it is your job, it is your responsibility. Like I said, with pain comes responsibility. The responsibility of showing up and telling your story. The responsibility of showing somebody else the strength it took for you to move on. The responsibility of shining your light on somebody else's darkness. Until we can shine our light, until we can show up in a way that teaches people and lifts people up, we will continue to be stuck in our pain, and we won't live our best life. Your best life is waiting for you, but it's beyond the pain. It's beyond the pain. It's beyond your story. It's right into the space in which you can lift somebody up. It's right into the space where you can embrace it. That's why I said love who you were yesterday. The reason we aren't able to show up in the magnitude, in the way that we should be showing up these days, are because we're so hurt. We're so hurt by what people have done to us. We're so hurt by what people have said to us. We're so hurt by the experiences that we have held on to. Hey, Aina, we're so hurt by the things that we cannot change. And if you cannot change it, what are you supposed to do with the situation? You are supposed to learn from it. You are supposed to take that lesson to become a teacher. I'm ready for us all to stand in our right and in our place and become teachers to the world, because all of us have something to share. Everybody has something to give. But until we can embrace who we were created to be, until we can love every piece of ourselves, until we can show up in our today, we will never show up for our future. We'll never show up for our tomorrow, because we are stuck in our pains of yesterday. And so I want us to do the work. And if you're asking what the work is, I told you the work is, first of all, looking at the situation and trying to figure out, what was the situation supposed to teach you? What is the lesson in it? If you can come outside of the pain of it and sit and see what it was supposed to teach you, that is the gift. That is the way you elevate to another level. And that is the way we don't repeat the same lessons time and time again. You know why they call it generational curses? We call it generational curses because we don't have the conversation. And what happens is people continue to repeat the same patterns from generation to generation because we hadn't decided to show up, because we hadn't decided to let go of that which we cannot change. And so I'm ready to salute women. I'm ready to empower women to understand that what you've been through is why you are great. What you've been through is why you get the right to stand on a platform and share your life and be a blessing to somebody else on a journey. We have to show up in the journey for the other people that are showing up for us. We have to show up in a way so that our light can always shine. I really want us to get out of the pain. And I know what pain feels like. I've experienced. I've been let down by people. I've been hurt by some of the closest people. But what I learned was that in order for me to heal, in order for me to forgive, in order for me to be who I am today and not take that spirit with me, I had to, first of all, understand what was the lesson teaching me. Understanding what the situation was trying to grow me into. Because once I got past that, I realized I grew into something special, something better, and something more prepared for my tomorrow. And so I want us to get past all the things that are hurting us and start to heal We have to heal in order to be a blessing to somebody else. And so how do we heal? We heal by, first of all, dating ourselves again. I said it time and time again. Are you dating yourself? Are you falling in love with yourself? Are you celebrating yourself? Are you telling yourself how beautiful you are? Are you telling yourself how wonderfully made you are? Are you telling yourself that in spite of everything you've been through, you were born enough? And that every journey and every step and every lesson was a part of the greatness that makes you you. But if you don't acknowledge and you don't embrace the greatness that is you, then you'll find yourself buried under the one situation or one thing that you were supposed to come up with all power. I said last week when we talked about being able to get past the pain into the power, I spoke about how Yahshua was able to, with all the things he went through in life on a journey, on all the things he had to deal with, when he rose with all power in his hand. He didn't rise with the pain in his hand. He rose from the lessons, because like I say, the lessons are the blessings on the journey to you. Are you ready to turn your lessons into blessings so that you can show up and live your best life? It's waiting on you. The world is waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. The movement is waiting on you. So I want you to love yourself. I want you to choose yourself. I want you to celebrate who you are. Because when you love yourself to life, everybody else will. When you love yourself to life, you tend to stop trying to please everyone around you, and you begin to please yourself. And when you please yourself, everybody around you gets to get that aura and that love and that feeling, and then you have an overflow that falls onto them. And so just like misery loves company, so does love. And love also grows everything. So I want us to grow. I want us to celebrate our growth, and I want us to embrace the pain. I want us to embrace the preparation, because you are being prepared for your best life. That is why you're on this journey, because you're getting prepared for what the world is waiting for, which is you. You have a masterpiece. You have a special piece that makes you unique, that makes you divine, that makes you needed. But in order for you to show up with your piece, you got to celebrate the pain. You got to celebrate the past, and you got to embrace that the past is a part of your story. And you can never run from your story, because that is who you are. That is what makes you great, and that is what people are waiting for. That is what this movement is waiting for. I'm waiting for you to show up. The movement needs you so we can celebrate each other, so we can uplift each other, and so that we can show up for each other. And so at this time, I want to share a poem, my original poem, which is titled, Have You Embraced Your Today? What is today? Have you made it more than just your yesterday's tomorrow? For today is your present, a gift of life from God. And tomorrow your today will be gone, never to return again. So then I ask, what is your today? Will you make it count as if you have no tomorrow? Or are you so stuck in your tomorrow that you think you have time for today? We must live our life to the fullest and make every second count. For our life is like a clock, and going with the ticks is what it's about. It's like never exhausting the possibilities of what our present means to our future. For we must take a stand in God's plan and make our today better than our yesterday. There are no breaks in the journey of life. For we win some, we lose some, but in the end, those very moments are what makes us who we are. For we must always realize we are always in the present. And we can never go to the past, and the future lies in the distant present. So make today count again, I say. So tomorrow you live to smile on your yesterday. No hard feelings, no regrets, no I wish I could go back. Just a mere satisfaction of the hand you've been dealt. For God gave us the gift to make choices, which holds the abundance of life in our hands. So let's make our yesterday's tomorrow and our tomorrow's yesterday mean more than just today. Let's make it mean life in a more positive way. And let's make God our guide to our present day today. with the clear understanding that our present stands in place and our future, so we must live our present as if we want our future to be. And so what I want us to recognize is that in order for us to be great, in order for us to show up, in order for us to celebrate our pain, we got to be present every day. In order to be present, you got to get out the pain of your past. You have to let that go. You have to release that. You have to leave the pain and only take the gain. Remember we said that weeks ago. This is a journey of choosing you. And so every week is about figuring out how do we apply something new so we can unlock ourselves so that we can show up. So we can unlock ourselves and we can give the world the gift of us. Are you ready to release what's hurting you? If you're ready, I want you to say yes on there. Everybody who's tuning, if you're ready to release those pains that are locking you up and holding you back from celebrating why you're so amazing, from celebrating who you are today, say, I'm ready to release. I'm ready to let it go. Remember, this is I'm not just speaking to you, I'm speaking with you. This is a conversation. And so if you're ready to release it, say, I'm no longer go. Yes, thank you, Aina. Thank you, Aina. Release it. Thank you, Nicole. Running from your past won't let you conquer your future. Absolutely. It's about accepting your past because it prepares you for your future. It's all about the preparation. It's all about the preparation. Yes, Saquon. Yes, Saquon. Saquon is ready. Yes, Aunt Karen is ready. Yes, we're ready. Are we ready? Yes, I celebrate you. I celebrate Nicole. I celebrate Aina. I celebrate Saquon. I celebrate Aunt Karen. I celebrate everybody who's standing up, who's saying, see me. See me. Hear me. I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to release that. I'm going to let that go because there is so much more waiting for you on the other side. Thank you, Sapphire. Release the pain. Everybody understand that in order to live your best life, and your best life is in the present. So if you're stuck in the pain of yesterday, you cannot be present. And so you're waiting on a life that's waiting on you. I'm begging you to show up for yourself so that you can live your best life. Show up for yourself so you can be present. And when you become present, you become a gift. And when you become a gift, you live your best life. And every day is a day of Thanksgiving. And every day is a day to stand in gratefulness because you have conquered what the journey is all about, which is acknowledging that today is what matters. And yesterday was just a lesson. That's my blessing. And tomorrow is where I'm headed because I want to make a difference and I want to show up for me each and every day. And so I just want to celebrate you guys. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to I Choose Me, hashtag no more excuses from week to week, and recognizing that together we will be great. Together we will rise. Together we will show up. This will become a household name. And we together will be able to say, I choose me. I'm great. I'd be able to stand on that platform because I love me first in order to love you. You teach people how to treat you. And so please remember to teach people daily that you were born enough and that you're worthy and that what you've been through and the pains of your past do not dictate who you are. They only make you or empower you to be the greatness that you were designed to be. And so I celebrate everybody who releases that pain, who decides to show up today. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be overnight, but it's about you acknowledging it. It's about you being paying attention to what you're doing and where you're going and being able to understand that it requires a work every day. Because every day we may go through something. Every day it might be something that just don't sit right with us. But it's up to us to leave it there. Leave your pains in your yesterday and work together for your tomorrow. Kiana said you missed it. No, you didn't miss it. Please go back when it posts. You can catch it for the beginning. But it's all about you loving yourself to life. Thank you for showing up, Kiana. Thank you for showing up because late is better than never. And so I salute you for showing up. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, 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 yes. And that's what it's about. And so we got to team up, ladies. Women, men, we got to team up. We got to team up to grow each other to life, to love each other to life. But it starts with us showing up for us. Because if we show up for us, it makes it easier for us to show up for everybody else. And so I'm waiting on you guys to show up in your life so that you can show up in your future. Let's be present so we can become the gift that God has created us to be. We can't be present and we can't be a gift as long as we stay in our past. And so, like always, I always want to end. Wait, before I end with our motto, anybody who's in the Charlotte area and want to be a part of my cast of Picking Up the Broken Pieces, I will be doing auditions on August 12th and 19th from 10 to 1 p.m. at the Little Rock Culture Center, which is on 401 North Myers Street. And so put that down in your calendars. If you want to be a part of the cast, the play is called Picking Up the Broken Pieces, and it just basically speaks about what this is all about. In order for us to be who we were called to be, in order for us to show up in our life, in order for us to bring our peace, we have to pick up those broken pieces. So the pain of your yesterday are those pieces that's required for you to pick up so that you can move on into your future and be present today. And so if you want to be a part of the cast, I will be doing auditions once again on August 12th and 19th from 10 to 1 p.m. in the Charlotte area, and it'll be at Little Rock Culture Center at 401 North Myers Street. We getting ready to make a difference, y'all. We getting ready to shake some stuff up. We getting ready to show up in our purpose so that we can be a blessing to the world. And so in January of 2018, you will witness Picking Up the Broken Pieces, something that I have worked on and held on to for so long. Can't wait to share it with you guys. Can't wait to celebrate each other in our lives and in our journey of learning from our pains and making it our power. Push through, push past. And so remember our motto: I pledge to embrace who I am today, love who I was yesterday, and inspire who I will become tomorrow. That's your job, y'all. Inspire your tomorrow. Show up in today and love your yesterday, because that's why you are amazing. That's why you were born enough. Love you guys, and until next week, I choose me. Hashtag no more excuses, because I was born enough. And you were born enough too. So show up in your life so that the world can see what you were created to be. Until next week, love yourself to life. Love you. Remember, this is a movement. It's about all of us. We got to show up. We got to share on the page. We got to inspire each other to be our best selves and to show up as often as we can. I love you. And remember, you were born enough. Take me to the king.